Chaitanyam pervades that thought, and the Chaitanyam also seems to have the form of the thought. The formless awareness, by pervading a formed thought, becomes formed awareness, as it were. So, Ghatakara vritti is there, Nirakara Chaitanyam is there, Nirakara Chaitanyam pervades Ghatakara vritti, and the Chaitanyam also now appears as what? Ghatakara Chaitanyam. And this Ghatakara Chaitanyam is called Ghata Jnanam. This Ghata Jnanam or Ghatakara Chaitanyam is born only when Ghata vritti is born. Ghatakara Chaitanyam or Ghata Jnanam is born only when vritti is born, and therefore we call this knowledge as vritti jnanam. So, objective knowledge is called Janya Jnanam, is called Vritti Jnanam. And objectless knowledge is called Swarupa Jnanam, which is Ajanya Jnanam. Ajanyam nanartham? Na Janyam, unborn knowledge. Now here, Atma, the Swarupa Jnanam, all of us already have. Atma, the Swarupa Jnanam, all of us already have. And still we are samsaris. So, Swarupa Jnanam is there in all people. And in spite of Swarupa Jnanam being there, people are samsaris. From there we come to know that Swarupa Jnanam cannot give liberation to people. Swarupa Jnanam cannot give happiness to people. Why? If Swarupa Jnanam can give happiness, all people must be happy. Nobody should cry. Everybody must be all the time smiling. So that means what? Swarupa Jnanam is not enough. Then what is required? We require some other Jnanam. That is, the knowledge about my is necessary. I should have a knowledge about my Swarupam. Aham Swarupa Chaitanyam Asmi. Aham Atma Asmi. That means what? Aham Sarvavyapi. Or definition, nyapam vechingo. Aham Sarvavyapi Asmi. Aham Sarvasya Adata Asmi. And Aham Sarvasya Atta Asmi. Aham Sarvada Asmi. Aham Asmi Sada Bhami. Therefore, what we require now is not Swarupa Jnanam. What we require now is Vritti Jnanam about the Atma. So, what we require is not Swarupa Jnanam. what we require now is vritti jnanam, a janya jnanam. And for that jnanam, what is the vishaya, what is the object of knowledge? The object of knowledge is the very subject itself, a subjective knowledge, a knowledge for which the object is the subject. Adanade the ennai pathina jnanam, ennai uddeshitha jnanam, adu enna word Tamil la sollanam. So the knowledge about myself. Therefore, when Shankaracharya calls this Atma Bodha, the word Atma refers to Swarupa Jnanam, Bodha refers to Vritti Jnanam about the Atma. Like Ghata Bodha, Pata Bodha, Atma Bodha means Atma Vishayaka Janya Jnanam. Swarupa Chaitanya Vishayaka Vritti Jnanam. Atma we all already have, but Atma Bodha we all do not have. And Atma Bodha being a Janya Jnanam, it has to be produced by an effort. And what is the means? Nose produces Gandha Vishayaka Bodha. Each pramanam produces Tat Tad Prameya Vishayaka Bodha. Now here we want Atma Vishayaka Bodha, a knowledge for which Atma is the subject matter. And that is going to be the job of this particular text. Now the question is, Atma Bodha is what? Vritti Jnanam, I said. About what? Atma. Now this Vritti Jnanam about Atma, is it Chetanam or Achetanam? Jnanam nale Chetananda. So Swarupa Jnanam Chetanama Achetanama? Chetanam. Vritti Jnanam is Chetanam or Achetanam? Chetanam. So the question comes, how can you call the text as Atma Bodha? I'm just giving you a sample of enquiry, how they make. The book is Chetanam or Achetanam? So book is Chetanam. Our book is in the form of words, Shabdatmakaha Granthaha. Shabdam is Chetanam or Achetanam? Shabdam Achetanam. Sandehama vanda. The one who produces Shabdam happens to be Chetanam. But the Shabda itself is a Vishayaha. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all of them are Achetanam only. Ayam Granthaha Shabdatmakaha. This text is in the form of Shabda, which is Achetanam. And how can this Achetana Shabdatmaka Grantha be called Atma Bodha, the Chaitanya? And for that they answer, even though this is only Achetana Grantha, this Shabda Atmaka Grantha serves as a pramanam to produce Atma Bodha. And since it produces Atma Bodha, it is called Atma Bodha. Itself is not Atma Bodha. But Atma Bodha Janakatvat Atma Bodha iti Gaunya Vritya Uchyate. The Grantha is not Atma Bodha. Then what does Grantha do? Grantha produces Atma Bodha. Therefore here Atma Bodha means what? Atma Bodha producing Grantha Nartham. So Atma Bodha ityasya arthaha Atma Bodha Janaka Granthaha Janake Janya Lakshana. So therefore, this text is a pramanam. Atma Bodha is prama. So the Grantha, the pramanam, produces the prama Atma Bodha, which is called the Janya Jnanam or Vritti Jnanam. Now the next question is, why should Shankaracharya write such a text to produce the Atma Bodha, self-knowledge in our mind? That alone he is going to prove in the introductory 5 shlokas. That is, in the 5 shlokas, he introduces the main theme and purpose of the whole text. And in fact, the whole pursuit of human being. Because the most important thing before pursuing any spiritual sadhana is, we should have a clear idea about what we are going to do and what is our ultimate destination. You will find if you are in a place without knowing what you are supposed to do, you will find you are highly restless and confused. Hyderabad station actually. You can see that you are standing, but you don't know what you are supposed to do. Anga poganuma, luggage pinnala poganuma, inge saapadu poganuma, waiting room solra, bus ingra, cross pannu ingra. Because the problem is leader himself was confused. Adukku thaan guru vanam sonna. That is a non-confused guru, I mean. So therefore, all of you, what do you expect? The moment you come, what is next? Idukapra enna, what are we going to do? Even some people are worried about what the last 2 days, enga, eppo, eppadi popanom. No, because you have come here. You want to know what all things are going to happen. Up to reaching Madras, you want to know. It's nothing wrong, because whenever you undertake something, you want to know from beginning to end, every stage, which is first, which is last. Ennalla edathukku porongiradhu kuda vaanum. Adile modalla edu. Similarly, if we are going to start a spiritual sadhana, remember, we should have a clear idea. Japamgara, Pujayangara, Padipangara, Dhyanamgara, Pilgrimagingara. So many things are said. Therefore, we should have a clear picture of what is what. And this is very clearly done in the introduction of all Vedanta Granthas. And in these 5 shlokas, the main idea conveyed is this. That Shankaracharya proves 2 or 3 important things. The first thing is he establishes that our fundamental disease is ignorance. This must be crystal clear. The diagnosis must be clear before swallowing any tablet. You cannot say, I will try all tablets. It may create lot of problem. Ore dose odane close na. So ediyada eduthu pona, you might have, some person might be sulfur drug allergy ella irukkungra. You cannot just experiment with medicine. Some people have medical dictionary at home. and they want to read that and symptoms. If you look into a medical dictionary, in fact, you will feel all symptoms there said you will have. First, we should have a very clear picture of the disease. And Shankaracharya establishes the disease is ignorance. Ignorance of myself. Ignorance of my full self. Ignorant of my complete self. As revealed by Shastra, aham atma apnoti. Renda nyabavathina par apnoti na sarvagataha. For nalamta definition, ever exists on a nityam. Aham nityaha sarvagataha. First definition and fourth definition nyabam vechingo. First definition sarvagataha. Fourth definition nityaha. Aham nityaha sarvagataha. Put together purnaha is unknown. And once purnatvam is unknown, I have a sense of apurnatvam. I always miss something in life. I miss people. I miss places. I miss objects. Some people may be missing Madras or newspaper. Newspaper inga kadaikiradho? Missing newspaper or missing something. Missing is the sign of apurnatvam. And this alone later becomes kama, converted becomes krodha, fulfilled becomes lobha, seeing somebody else become matsarya. எல்லாத்தையும் derive பண்ணிக்கலாம் நம்ம. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, they are all offshoots. They are all not diseases. They are symptoms of sense of incompleteness caused by the germ of ignorance. Ignorance virus has created the kama, krodha flu. This is the fundamental point which is called adhyasaha. Adhyasaha means feeling incomplete because of ignorance. This is the first fundamental thing that everybody should know. That's why all Vedantic textbook begins with adhyasaha. Atma Bodha also begins with adhyasaha. Brahma Sutra also begins with adhyasa bhashya. Yushmadasmat pratyaya gotarayoho vishaya vishenoho ahamidam mamedamiti naisargikoyam lokavyavaharaha anyonyasmin anyonyatmakatam etc. So sense of incompleteness due to self-ignorance is the diagnosis. And once diagnosis has been made, the next thing is what? Medication. And ignorance virus can be killed by only one medicine, and that is Atma Jnana Aushadham Vina. Ajnana Sarpadashtasya Atma Jnana Aushadham Vina Na Yogena Na Sankhena Karmana Nona Vidyaya. Tala Hida Nunnuko Unnu Nadakadunda. So the tablet is Atma Jnana Aushadham. This is the first point that is being highlighted here. And then the second point is that just as any treatment requires some preparation on the part of the patient must be able to stand the treatment. Otherwise, treatment will create worse disease. It is called iatrogenic diseases. Medical la irukadu. I hope pronunciation is correct, iatro or iatrogenic diseases means diseases caused when the doctor treats. Doctor treats for what? For removing. When doctor begins to try the new medicine on you, see, I am just joking, doctors are here, please don't mistake me. When the doctors try on you, or they themselves are not sure and therefore they try this drug, and instead of Vaithvali, Talevali also vandhudu sollithana, that is called iatrogenic diseases. Similarly, here also, if I don't know what is my disease and I practice intense meditation, some people do that. I practice 1 hour meditation, oru prayojanam kaanala, 2 hours, 3 hours. Apra ennachina, adu concentration on eyebrow. Eyes are not meant to see our eyebrows or middle. So if you try to concentrate, naturally it is an unnatural and abnormal pursuit, and for long time you do, you end up in headache, and after meditation, instead of curing the disease, it leads to some other problem. Thus any sadhana can lead to problem if it is practiced without understanding. And therefore, preparation is necessary before giving the dose of medicine. That's why we said, anabhyase visham shastram, ajirne bhojanam visham. Jirnam ahalayana, bhojanam visham, adyate atita bhutani. Adhe madri shastram, if it enters into an unprepared person, it will not be digested, and Vedanta can create problem, as Krishna said, na buddhi bhedam janaye. Incidentally, yesterday on the last 2 lines of 2 times, anabhyase visham shastram, ajirne bhojanam visham, visham sabha daridrasya. For a daridraha, poor person, sabha, an assembly of people, is visham, because he feels the inferiority complex. When everybody is well-to-do, even here you can find all neighbors have bought color TV. Nammathila maatra illena, you feel a little bit badly. Avalukku vendiyadu vaangi podum. Nammathila paathoma illaya. So when everybody is well off, a poor person feels the inferiority complex. Therefore, he is said to be poison. It's an incidental thing. Okay, not relevant. But since that shloka it is said, I am just giving you. And durjanasya subhashitam visham. A dushta purushaha, you give subhashitam. Adu subhashitale potuta. So, to a dushta purusha, you give good advice. Then not only he will not listen, he will fall on you only. Anyway, that is not here the point. The idea is, anabhyase visham shastram. Shastra must be digested, which requires a mind which is fit for absorption. And that preparation is sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, fit for jnanam operation. Just like before operation they do urine test, blood test, sugar irukka, idu irukka, adu irukka, otherwise many operations cannot be conducted. Similarly here also, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti parameters must be all right. Then alone jnanam will give the benefit. And therefore Shankaracharya begins with the preparatory step in the first shloka. And those who are prepared with these 4, they are qualified to enter the jnanam, which is meant to remove the ignorance. Now we will read the shloka. Tapobhihi kshina papanam shantanam vitaraginam mumukshunam apekshyoyam Atma bodho vidhiyate. So in this shloka, he talks about the preparations necessary for a student, which we already have seen in Tattva Bodha as sadhana chatushtaya sampattihi. What are the qualifications? The first one is vivekaha, which is not mentioned in this shloka, but you have to understand. Vivekaha means what? A clear knowledge of what I want and what I really don't need. What I want is purnatvam. What I don't want is apurnatvam. This must be clear. Otherwise, it will be like groping in darkness. From one apurnam, I will jump into another apurnam. If one house which is apurnam cannot satisfy me, another bigger house which is also apurnam cannot satisfy me. But if I don't have viveka, I will think that changing the house, changing the people, changing the job, changing the dress, changing various things will solve the problem. This is called Moodha Mate, you will see in the afternoon. A Swamiji department, Uttudan and Swamiji. So first thing is, I should know what I need, what I want. Sometimes babies cry, ennadhune theriyadu. And therefore here also viveka is important. I have elaborately discussed in Tattva Bodha. I don't want to go into that. Then the second qualification is vairagyam, which is indicated here as Vita Ragi. Vita Ragi refers to the person, Vairagyam refers to the qualification. Vitaha or Vita Ragaha asya asti iti Vita Ragi. Vita Ragaha asya asti iti Vita Ragi. Vita Raginam. That is Vita Ragaha means Vairagyam. Vairagyam asya asti iti Vita Ragi. That means what? Once I know here is Purnam and here is Apurnam, naturally I have to turn my attention away from Apurnam if I have to turn towards Purnam. Because you cannot turn on both sides. You cannot do that. See, suppose you can see this tape recorder and me, because both are in the same direction. Appadi irundha paakalam. But in this case, apurnatvam is on that side, purnatvam is on this side. They are in diagonally opposite directions, and therefore a person cannot turn on both sides. And therefore one has to turn away from Apurna if he has to turn towards Purna. Duramete viparite vishuchi. And turning away from Apurna is called Vairagyam. Turning towards Purna is called Mumukshutvam. That is going to be said. The exact meanings we will see in the next class. Hari Om. Okay.